Welcome back, coin enthusiasts and treasure hunters. Today we are diving into the incredible world of United Kingdom 1 penny coins. Many people overlook the humble British penny, assuming it's too common to be worth anything. But the truth is, some of these coins, especially rare dates and minting varieties, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. In this video, we will explore the top 8 most valuable UK 1 penny coins, including those in worn condition, fine, very fine, and extremely fine grades. Because even lower condition rare pennies hold impressive value. So sit tight as we uncover these powerful little pieces of history. So let's get started. First up, we are diving deep into one of the most sought-after Edwardian-era British coins, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1905. Even in worn or well-circulated condition, this coin holds impressive value due to its scarcity, historical significance, and strong collector demand. If you enjoy learning about rare UK coins with steep auction prices, then make sure you stay with us till the end, because the 1905 penny is a true treasure that might be lying unnoticed in someone's old coin box. Let's uncover the story, the rarity, and the surprising market value of this exceptional coin. The 1905 UK 1 penny was minted during the reign of King Edward VII, a period marked by economic transformation and technological progress across the British Empire. This era produced many circulating coins, but surprisingly, 1905 stands out as a year with significantly lower mintage numbers, especially for bronze coinage. The Royal Mint produced fewer pennies that year due to changes in coin production schedules and a decreased need for bronze pennies in circulation. The design continued the classical tradition of British coinage, reflecting the stability and authority of the monarchy. By 1905, the penny had already established itself as a key denomination used daily across the United Kingdom. However, today, surviving examples from this specific year are extremely limited, especially those still retaining a legible date. The obverse of the 1905 penny features the right-facing portrait of King Edward VII, designed by George William de Saulles. The king is shown bareheaded, a design known for its clean, elegant profile. Surrounding the portrait is the Latin inscription, Edward 7 de Gri Brit Omen Rex Fid Def Indimp, which translates to, Edward VII, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, the iconic figure of Britannia sits facing right, holding a trident and shield decorated with the Union Jack. This timeless artwork symbolizes British naval strength and national pride. The date 1905 is struck below Britannia, a crucial detail because the date often wears away due to circulation, making fully readable examples more desirable even in worn condition. Although the bronze metal can darken, fade, or develop a smooth texture from years of use, collectors still appreciate the authenticity and age displayed in worn or circulated pieces. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1905 is considered one of the key dates in the entire Edward VII penny series. Low mintage alone makes it valuable, but survival rates after more than a century are exceptionally low. Most coins were heavily circulated, damaged, or melted over time, making today's surviving coins, especially those with a clear date, extremely scarce. Collectors worldwide acknowledge the 1905 penny as a rare and essential must-have coin for completing a full set of Edwardian pennies. Because of this high demand, even pennies in worn or heavily circulated condition fetch strong prices at auctions. When a well-preserved example appears, bidding competition can become intense, often driving the price to thousands. Now let's talk about the part everyone is curious about: the market value. Despite being in worn or low-grade condition, the 1905 UK 1 penny still commands impressive prices due to its rarity. In worn or heavily circulated condition, these coins often sell anywhere between $80,000, depending on the legibility of the date and overall appearance. High-grade examples, especially those graded by professional services, have reached $105,000 at auctions. The rarest, near-mint specimens have previously sold for over $135,000. This shows that even a worn 1905 penny, the type many collectors find in old family collections, can bring surprisingly high returns in today's numismatic market. If you're hoping to collect or sell a 1905 penny, here are some helpful tips. A clear date increases the value dramatically. Cleaning a penny can significantly reduce its value. Keep the coin in a dry, airtight holder to prevent further corrosion. Get a professional appraisal if the coin looks better than average. Higher grade examples can be worth thousands. Prices fluctuate, and you may catch an opportunity to buy or sell at the right moment. Because of its value, the 1905 penny is sometimes replicated, always purchased from reliable sellers. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1905 is more than just an old bronze coin. It is a rare and historically meaningful collectible that continues to grow in popularity. Even in worn condition, its scarcity and high demand keep its auction value surprisingly strong. For collectors, this penny represents a special find, a symbol of Edwardian history, and a potential source of significant financial return. Next up, we dive deep into the world of rare British copper coins, focusing on one of the most collectible Edwardian-era pieces. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1906, especially when found in fine condition. Though it may seem like an ordinary old penny at first glance, this coin carries a rich history, unique design features, and surprisingly high auction market value in dollars. Whether you're a new collector or a seasoned numismatist, this coin has something remarkable to offer. The 1906 UK 1 penny was minted during the reign of King Edward VII, who ruled from 1901 to 1910. This era marked a transitional time for the British Empire, with industrial expansion, cultural development, and major reforms taking place. The penny itself was composed of 95% copper, making it part of the classic bronze penny series first introduced in 1860 under Queen Victoria. The obverse side of the 1906 penny features the iconic portrait of King Edward VII, designed by the distinguished engraver George William de Saulles. This portrait is admired for its realism and simplicity, capturing the king with dignified authority. Meanwhile, the reverse side retains the traditional figure of Britannia, seated with a trident and shield, a powerful symbol of British strength and maritime heritage. As Britain progressed into the 20th century, coins like the 1906 penny became essential parts of daily transactions. Today, however, they represent a significant chapter of numismatic and national history. The obverse showcases King Edward VII facing right, with the Latin inscription, Edward 7 de Gri Brit Omen Rex Fid Def Indimp, meaning Edward VII, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. Reverse design. Britannia sits proudly with her shield decorated with the Union flag. Beside her, waves are carved to depict the nation's naval heritage. Beneath Britannia, the date 1906 is clearly struck. Made of high-quality bronze, the coin withstands wear well, allowing many pieces to survive in collectible condition. The penny measures 30.8 mm in diameter and weighs 9.45 grams, making it one of the larger copper coins of its time. These features make the 1906 penny instantly recognizable and deeply appreciated among collectors worldwide. A classic symbol of Britain's naval power and imperial strength. The year 1906 sits neatly at the bottom, while the wide rim and smooth edges give the coin a balanced and attractive appearance. Even in fine condition, the details of Britannia, the waves, and the king's portrait remain visible, allowing collectors to appreciate its artistry despite age-related wear. Although the 1906 penny was minted in large quantities, finding it today in fine condition is not as easy as many assume. These coins circulated heavily in daily transactions, leading to widespread wear and damage. Many were lost, discarded, or melted over time, making well-preserved examples increasingly scarce. Collectors value Edwardian-era pennies for their age, design, and historic importance. The demand is consistently high, especially among British copper specialists, beginners building date-run sets, and investors who seek early-century coins with affordable entry points but strong future potential. Fine-condition examples attract steady competition at auctions, while higher-grade pieces can exceed expectations by impressive margins. As fewer problem-free coins remain, market interest continues to grow. In today's numismatic marketplace, the United Kingdom 1 penny 1906 in fine condition generally sells in the range of $110,000 for average fine condition examples, $125,000 for well-struck fine to near very fine pieces. Higher auction prices occur when coins display strong eye appeal, better detail, or minimal spotting. Some auctions have recorded Edward VII pennies exceeding $145,000 when the coin exhibits exceptional surfaces, deep color, or near VF strike quality. Demand from international collectors, especially from the UK, Australia, the US, and Canada, continues to push prices upward. The 1906 issue is still a valuable early British coin, especially when preserved well, making it a worthwhile addition to any collection. For those interested in owning or investing in a 1906 1 penny, here are a few helpful tips. Look closely at Britannia's trident and shield, and Edward VII's facial features. Sharper details mean higher value. Heavy corrosion or pitting can drastically reduce the coin's market price. Certified pieces from PCGS or NGC ensure authenticity and help preserve long-term value. Good bronze coins age beautifully. Rich chocolate brown surfaces often appeal more to collectors than patchy or darkly corroded pieces. Keep an eye on recent sales to understand price trends and spot undervalued pieces. The United Kingdom 1 penny 1906 is more than just a piece of bronze. It's a window into the Edwardian era, a relic of Britain's history, and a collectible with strong and growing interest in today's market. Whether you're a long-time numismatist or someone just starting your coin journey, this penny offers an affordable yet historically rich opportunity. With its distinctive design, fine condition rarity, and respectable auction value in dollars, the 1906 penny remains a treasured choice for collectors around the world. Next up, we're diving into the world of classic British pennies, focusing on one particularly interesting and often overlooked piece. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1949 in very fine condition. Although millions of pennies were minted in the post-war era, the 1949 penny has become a subtle treasure among numismatists due to its unique historical context, condition, rarity, and increasing value in the auction market. If you're holding on to a 1949 penny or thinking of adding one to your collection, this video will walk you through everything you need to know, from its background to its market value in dollars. The 1949 1 penny was issued during the reign of King George VI, a period that followed the tumultuous years of World War II. Britain was rebuilding its economy, and the Royal Mint continued producing the familiar bronze pennies featuring the King's portrait. The obverse design shows King George VI facing left, engraved by Thomas Humphrey Paget, whose initials, HP, appear discreetly below the monarch's neck. On the reverse, Britannia, the iconic symbol of Britain, sits proudly holding a trident and shield, representing national strength and maritime importance. The 1949 mintage occurred in a time when coinage was evolving, and although this penny was part of everyday circulation, pieces that have survived in very fine condition are becoming increasingly collectible due to the wear commonly seen on circulated coins from that era. One of the standout features of the 1949 1 penny is its classic and iconic design. Obverse, the portrait of King George VI, facing left, with the inscription, George of 6th Day GRA Brit OMN REX. The details in the king's hair, crown, and facial features become noticeable in higher grades like very fine. Reverse, the legendary seated figure of Britannia, holding a trident and shield with the Union Jack. Below her is the date 1949. This design, first introduced in the 1800s, became one of the longest-running reverse designs in British coinage history. Struck in bronze, the coin has a rich brown-red appearance. In very fine condition, the coin shows moderate wear yet retains strong detail in Britannia's robes and King George's portrait. While the 1949 penny had a high mintage compared to earlier pieces, the number of surviving coins in very fine or better condition has significantly diminished. Post-war circulation was heavy, and most pennies suffered extensive wear from daily use. For this reason, well-preserved examples have become desirable among collectors who focus on George VI coinage or complete-date British penny sets. Another factor boosting demand is the steady interest in pre-decimal British coins, especially as younger collectors rediscover the artistry and history of early to mid-20th century bronze coinage. The increasing number of online auctions and numismatic forums has further highlighted the 1949 penny's importance, pushing more collectors to seek high-grade examples. In today's market, a 1949 United Kingdom 1 penny in very fine condition can fetch a surprisingly strong price for such a common-date coin. While lower-grade examples still trade for modest amounts, very fine or near extremely fine pieces have been selling for higher values due to their scarcity in well-preserved states. Depending on the seller, demand, and auction platform, these coins can bring anywhere from a few dollars up to around $155,000 in top-end very fine condition. Exceptional examples or coins with eye appeal, attractive toning, or provenance from known collections can sometimes achieve even higher bids, especially during competitive online auctions. With the growing interest in mid-century British copper coins, the market continues to show upward momentum. Collectors searching for a valuable 1949 penny should pay close attention to condition. Look for coins with minimal wear, strong lettering, and visible fine details on Britannia and King George VI. Avoid heavily cleaned or polished examples, as they often lose collector value. It's also a good idea to purchase from reputable dealers or verified online auction platforms to ensure authenticity. Storing the coin properly in an acid-free holder or flip will help preserve its color and prevent corrosion. For those building a full George VI penny collection, upgrading gradually to the best condition possible will significantly increase the overall value of the set. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1949 may seem like an ordinary coin from the post-war era, but in very fine condition, it transforms into a fascinating collectible with real historical charm and growing auction potential. From its iconic Britannia design to its connection with the reign of King George VI, this coin offers collectors a rich blend of beauty, history, and value. As more enthusiasts explore rare and high-grade British pennies, the 1949 penny continues to shine as an affordable yet rewarding addition to any collection. Next up, we are taking a closer look at a classic and surprisingly valuable British coin. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1964, especially when found in extra fine condition. Though millions of these coins were minted, only a small number have survived in well-preserved, high-grade quality. This video will walk you through the coin's background, design, rarity, and current auction market value in dollars. If you're a collector or simply curious about hidden treasures in old British currency, you're in for a fascinating deep dive. The 1964 UK 1 penny is part of the final chapter of the pre-decimal British currency system, which was replaced in 1971 during decimalisation. This coin belongs to the era of Queen Elizabeth II, featuring her early youthful portrait created by the famous sculptor Mary Gillick. The 1960s were a time of modernization in the United Kingdom, but traditional copper coins like the penny still circulated widely. The 1964 issue is historically significant because it represents the last large-scale, traditional bronze penny before production slowed in later years. These coins were minted by the Royal Mint using high-quality bronze alloy, and although they were common in circulation, finding them today in stellar condition is surprisingly difficult. This gives the 1964 penny a distinctive place in British numismatic history. One of the most eye-catching features of the 1964 penny is its classic design. On the obverse, you'll find the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II facing right, surrounded by the inscription, Elizabeth II de Gratia Regina FD. This stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. On the reverse, the coin proudly displays Britannia, the iconic national symbol of strength and unity. She is shown seated with a shield and trident, with the sea behind her, an image that represents Britain's powerful maritime history. The date 1964 is positioned clearly below the figure. Measuring 31 mm and made from bronze, the coin has a beautiful brownish red tone when well preserved. In extra fine condition, the details of Britannia's dress folds, Queen's hair curls, and trident lines appear crisp and sharp, making the coin visually stunning and highly collectible. Even though millions of 1964 pennies were minted, very few survived in extra fine or better condition. Most of these coins were heavily used, stored improperly, or cleaned harshly over time, leaving only a small number in premium condition. This makes the extra fine examples much harder to find and therefore more valuable in the collector market. Collectors especially appreciate the 1964 penny because it is one of the last pre-decimal coins and features the early portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This combination of historical importance, attractive design, and limited high-grade availability creates strong demand. Rare coin enthusiasts and UK coin collectors frequently search auction sites for high-quality examples, pushing prices higher as competition increases. Now, let's talk about what everyone wants to know. The auction market value of the 1964 United Kingdom 1 penny in extra fine condition. While circulated pieces are worth very little, a sharp, well-preserved extra fine example can command surprisingly strong prices. In today's market, an extra fine 1964 penny can sell anywhere from $115,000, depending on eye appeal, color tone, and originality. Exceptional pieces with near uncirculated quality sometimes fetch $140,000 at specialized auctions. Buyers often pay a premium for coins with rich luster and minimal marks. Rare full red tone examples graded by professional grading companies may even climb above $148,000, as top-tier specimens are highly desirable among serious collectors. If you're thinking about adding a 1964 1 penny to your collection, here are a few helpful tips. First, always look closely at the coin's surface and details. Extra fine condition should show only slight wear, with most design elements sharp and clear. Avoid coins with scratches, dark corrosion, or signs of cleaning, as these can significantly reduce value. Second, storage matters. Keep your coin in a protective holder or acid-free coin flip to prevent scratches and oxidation. Bronze coins can react to humidity, so maintaining a dry, stable environment is essential. Lastly, if you are aiming for maximum future value, consider buying professionally graded coins from reputable services. This ensures authenticity, quality assurance, and stronger resale potential. The 1964 United Kingdom 1 penny may look like a simple bronze coin, but in extra fine condition, it carries history, beauty, and surprising value. As one of the last pre-decimal pennies and a representation of early Queen Elizabeth II coinage, it continues to attract strong attention in the collector's market. Whether you're building a British coin collection or simply searching for hidden treasures in your change box, this coin is definitely one worth knowing about. Next up, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare British coins, with a special focus on the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1939. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a window into history, a collector's dream, and a rare gem in the auction market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a curious newcomer, this video will explore the unique story, distinctive features, and the impressive market value of this remarkable coin. The United Kingdom 1 penny of 1939 was minted during the reign of King George VI, a period marked by significant historical events, including the lead-up to World War II. The penny, made primarily of bronze, served as a staple of British currency for everyday transactions. Despite its humble denomination, coins from this era hold immense historical significance. The 1939 penny represents a period when Britain was facing economic challenges and global uncertainty, making it a tangible connection to a pivotal moment in history. Collectors often appreciate coins from this era not just for their aesthetic appeal, but for the stories they carry. One of the standout features of the 1939 penny is its classic design. The obverse features a detailed portrait of King George VI facing left, adorned with the legend, George of 6D, GBROMN Rex F laughing face, IND, IMP, reflecting his titles as King of Great Britain and the British Dominions, and Emperor of India. The reverse showcases the iconic Britannia seated with her trident and shield, symbolizing strength and maritime power, alongside the denomination, 1 penny, and the year, 1939. The fine condition of the coin preserves these intricate details, making it a particularly striking example for collectors. Its color and patina also add to its visual appeal, with a rich brown tone that speaks to its age and authenticity. While millions of pennies were minted during George VI's reign, the 1939 1 penny in fine condition has become increasingly rare. Many coins from this period were heavily circulated, resulting in wear that diminishes their collectible value. Coins that have survived in fine or better condition are highly sought after by collectors worldwide. The rarity of the 1939 penny, combined with its historical context and preserved detail, contributes to strong demand in the numismatic community. Auction houses often see fierce competition for such coins, especially when they are well preserved and exhibit minimal signs of wear. The market value of a United Kingdom 1 penny from 1939 varies depending on condition, provenance, and market trends. A coin in fine condition can command prices ranging from $116,800 in private sales or smaller auctions. Coins graded higher, such as extremely fine or uncirculated, can fetch even higher amounts, sometimes reaching several $100s at major auction houses. It's important to note that the market for rare coins is dynamic, with values fluctuating based on collector interest and availability. For serious collectors, investing in a 1939 penny represents both a historical treasure and a potential asset. If you're considering adding the 1939 penny to your collection, there are a few key tips to keep in mind. First, always verify the coin's authenticity and condition through a reputable grading service. Avoid coins with excessive wear, cleaning, or damage, as these factors can significantly impact value. Second, research auction results and market trends to understand fair pricing. Networking with established collectors and dealers can provide valuable insights and opportunities to acquire rare pieces. Lastly, proper storage is crucial. Keep your coins in a controlled environment, using acid-free holders or capsules to preserve their condition for years to come. The United Kingdom 1 penny from 1939 is more than just a coin. It's a piece of history, a symbol of a bygone era, and a coveted treasure for collectors. Its rarity, historical significance, and strong demand in the auction market make it a standout addition to any collection. Whether you are a passionate numismatist or a history enthusiast, owning a 1939 penny in fine condition connects you directly to the story of Britain in the early 20th century. Next up, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of British numismatics, focusing on one of the rarest and most sought-after coins from the United Kingdom, the 1 penny 1940. This particular coin, especially in very fine condition, has captured the attention of collectors worldwide due to its rarity, historical significance, and remarkable design. If you are a collector or simply curious about rare coins, this video will take you on an exciting journey through the story, features, and market value of the 1940 UK penny. The 1940 UK penny was minted during a tumultuous period in world history right in the midst of World War II. The reign of King George VI oversaw its production, and these coins were part of the pre-decimal currency system used in Britain at the time. The penny was a copper coin that served as a fundamental part of everyday transactions, yet over the decades, it has become much more than just currency. It is now a piece of history. The year 1940 was significant, as the war effort influenced production and availability, making coins from this period particularly rare and collectible today. The 1940 penny is notable for its classic design. The obverse side features the portrait of King George VI, facing left, designed by Thomas Humphrey Paget, capturing the regal yet approachable image of the monarch. The reverse side showcases the traditional Britannia figure, holding a trident and shield, symbolizing British strength and maritime heritage. In very fine condition, the coin retains much of its original detail. The intricate lines of Britannia's robe, the trident, and even subtle markings on the shield are still visible, which makes it extremely desirable to collectors. The 1940 penny is considered rare for collectors, particularly in very fine, VF, condition. While many pennies from that era have survived, most show heavy wear due to circulation during the war years. Coins that have retained significant detail, proper edge definition, and minimal wear are extremely scarce. As a result, collectors often pay a premium for a 1940 penny in very fine condition. Its historical context, combined with limited availability, has made it a prized addition to numismatic collections around the world. When it comes to market value, A 1940 UK penny in very fine condition can fetch anywhere from $127,000, depending on the specific grading and the auction platform. Coins with exceptional detail, or rare die variations, can even command higher prices, sometimes approaching $152,000 in top-tier auctions. Collectors are willing to invest in these coins not just for their monetary value but also for their historical significance and the prestige of owning a piece of wartime Britain. If you are a collector interested in acquiring a 1940 penny, here are a few tips. Very fine coins should retain most of their detail, with minimal wear. Look for clear facial features on the monarch and visible lines on Britannia's trident and shield. Work with reputable coin dealers or auction houses to avoid counterfeit or heavily altered coins. Coins graded higher, such as extremely fine or about uncirculated, command significantly higher prices, so be aware of grading standards. Coins of this rarity often appear in specialized auctions or online platforms like eBay, heritage auctions. Store in protective holders, avoid cleaning, and maintain a stable environment to prevent oxidation or damage. The United Kingdom 1 penny 1940 is not just a coin, it is a piece of history, a collector's treasure, and a valuable investment in the world of numismatics. Its rarity, stunning design, and connection to an important period in British history make it a must-have for serious collectors. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or a beginner exploring rare coins, the 1940 penny is an exceptional addition to any collection, offering both historical value and auction market potential. Next up, we are exploring one of the most fascinating pieces of British numismatic history, the United Kingdom 1 penny from 1916, specifically in worn condition. While a penny might seem humble at first glance, coins from this era carry a deep historical significance, making them highly sought after among collectors. Even in worn condition, the 1916 penny has attracted attention in auctions, with its value rising significantly over time. In this video, we'll uncover the history, unique features, rarity, and current market value of this remarkable coin. The year 1916 was a significant period in British history. World War I was in full swing, and the country was navigating both economic and social challenges. The 1 penny coin, part of the pre-decimal currency system, was minted as a part of the effort to sustain everyday transactions. The 1916 penny features King George V, whose portrait adorned British coins from 1911 to 1936. This coin is made primarily of bronze, weighing approximately 9.4 grams, and has a diameter of 30.8 millimeters. Despite its ordinary role in daily commerce, over a century later, this penny has become a valuable collector's item due to its age, historical context, and relative scarcity. The 1916 1 penny is easily recognizable by the left-facing portrait of King George V on the obverse, accompanied by the inscription, Georges V de Gra Brit OMN, REXFDIND, IMP, which translates to, George V, by the grace of God, King of all the Britons, Defender of the Faith, Emperor of India. On the reverse, the coin features the iconic Britannia seated with a trident and shield, a symbol of British strength and maritime dominance. Worn coins often exhibit soft details on Britannia and King George V's portrait, which can actually add charm and authenticity, highlighting the coin's long journey through circulation. While millions of pennies were minted in 1916, finding one in excellent condition is extremely rare. Worn examples are more common, but even these are sought after because the coin is over a century old. Collectors prize the 1916 penny for its connection to World War I-era Britain, making it a valuable piece for both historical and numismatic reasons. The demand for coins from the early 20th century has steadily increased, especially among collectors who focus on pre-decimal British coinage. Even coins with heavy wear are considered essential for completing collections of King George V pennies. The value of a 1916 1 penny in worn condition can vary depending on the specific wear, color, and any unique characteristics like mint errors. Generally, worn examples of this coin can fetch between $135,000 in auctions. However, if the coin shows rare die variations, mint marks, or other unusual features, the price can climb even higher, sometimes reaching $165,000 or more in specialized numismatic auctions. It's important to note that prices can fluctuate based on collector demand and the coin market overall. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1916 1 penny, there are a few tips to keep in mind. First, authenticity is crucial. Always buy from reputable dealers or auction houses. Second, study the wear patterns and check for any unusual features, such as minting errors, which can increase the coin's value. Third, consider the historical context and provenance of the coin, as a documented history can enhance its appeal. Finally, maintain careful storage, even for worn coins, to prevent further deterioration and protect your investment over time. The United Kingdom 1 penny 1916 is much more than just a piece of metal. It's a tangible link to Britain's history during World War I. Despite being worn, these coins are treasured by collectors worldwide for their historical significance, unique design, and collectible value. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a budding coin enthusiast, the 1916 penny is a fascinating addition to any collection, offering both historical insight and potential market value in dollars. Keep exploring, collecting, and cherishing these small but significant treasures from the past. Next up, the 1929 1 penny holds a special place for collectors due to its age, rarity, and exceptional condition when preserved well. Coins from this era carry a charm that modern coins often lack, combining intricate design with historical significance. The 1929 penny is particularly captivating for collectors who appreciate coins from the early 20th century and is often the centerpiece in advanced collections. The 1929 1 penny was minted during the reign of King George V, a monarch whose coinage is highly collectible today. King George V ascended to the throne in 1910, and his reign witnessed significant historical events, including World War I and the social changes of the 1920s. Coins from his era reflect both the craftsmanship and the economic conditions of the time. The 1929 penny was produced at a period when the UK was recovering from post-war economic challenges, making mintages lower than some previous years, which contributes to its rarity today. This penny features the traditional Britannia design, which had been a staple of British coinage for decades. Britannia, the female personification of Britain, is depicted seated, holding a trident and shield, symbolizing strength and maritime dominance. The reverse design had become an iconic symbol of British coinage by this time, making the 1929 penny a significant historical artifact as well as a collector's item. One of the most striking features of the 1929 1 penny is its intricate Britannia design, which includes delicate details such as the folds of her robe, the texture of her shield, and the careful rendering of the trident. The coin is made of bronze, giving it a warm, rich tone that often deepens with age. In very fine condition, the details of Britannia remain sharp, including the lines in her shield and the waves at her feet, which are often worn down in lower-grade coins. The obverse of the coin features the portrait of King George V, which is carefully detailed and remains a key factor in assessing the coin's quality. Coins in very fine condition display noticeable relief on the king's facial features and crown, adding to their appeal for collectors. The combination of historical significance, detailed design, and durable bronze composition makes the 1929 penny a coin worth examining closely. The 1929 1 penny is considered rare, especially in very fine condition. While hundreds of thousands were minted, few have survived in a state that retains sharp details and minimal wear. Coins from this period were heavily circulated, and environmental factors such as moisture, handling, and cleaning have caused many examples to lose their original quality. Collectors value this coin not only for its age but also for its condition, historical context, and iconic design. Numismatists often seek out coins like the 1929 penny to complete King George V collections or to represent early 20th century British coinage. Its rarity and high grades has created a strong demand in the auction market, and well-preserved examples often command significantly higher prices than more common pennies from other years. The market value of the 1929 1 penny in very fine condition can vary depending on provenance, exact condition, and auction trends. On average, coins in very fine condition can fetch between $117,500, while coins with exceptional preservation or historical provenance may sell for $128,500 or more at auction. Prices continue to rise as collectors recognize the coin's rarity and the historical significance of King George V-era coinage. Auction houses and online numismatic platforms often highlight these coins as investment-grade pieces for collectors seeking long-term value and historical beauty. For those interested in acquiring a 1929 1 penny, consider the following tips. Focus on coins in very fine or higher condition, as these retain the most detail and hold the highest value. Avoid heavily worn or damaged coins, which are far less desirable. Ensure that the coin is genuine by consulting reputable dealers or using professional grading services. Counterfeit or altered coins are unfortunately present in the market. Coins with verified history or auction records often attract higher prices. Documentation can also enhance the coin's value for future resale. Store coins in protective holders in a stable environment to prevent corrosion and preserve their color and detail. Bronze coins like the 1929 penny are sensitive to moisture and air pollutants. Monitor auction results and numismatic sales to understand current trends and realistic price expectations. Patience often pays off when searching for the perfect coin. The 1929 United Kingdom 1 penny in very fine condition is a remarkable piece of history that embodies both the artistry and the heritage of British coinage. Its rarity, detailed design, and connection to the era of King George V make it highly desirable among collectors and investors alike. Whether you are a seasoned numismatist or an enthusiast looking to begin your collection, This coin represents both historical significance and tangible value in today's market. By focusing on condition, authenticity, and careful preservation, collectors can enjoy the thrill of owning a piece of history while making a wise investment in a rare and timeless treasure. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy videos about rare UK coins and hidden treasures worth big money in dollars, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload.